Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Greetings. We are Group 3 from Class 163, and in today's occasion, we'll be presenting our project titled Tokoten Database. I am Rafi Fajar Sulaiman, and here are my other two members, Muhammad Ivan Rais and Said Nabil Rifki. And what is our project about? Tokoten Database is a relational database management system created with the purpose of saving data that are used for Tokoten online shop. For example, we'll be saving the data that are used for logging into an account, that is login info. We'll also be saving customers' biodata, such as customer address, customer's gender, basket detail, checkout detail, and customer's payment method. And then our RDMS will be saving data for the sellers, that is seller's address, seller's product, product details, and product categories. Here are entities. We have the database name is Tokoten Database. And then the database schema, we have 2 numbers of schemas and we have 16 numbers of tables. And here is a review of our ERD. On the right side, we have the ERD for sellers. There are seller address, seller registered, seller account, seller products, product detail, and categories. And on the left side, we have the ERD for the customer. There are customer address, customer registered, customer account, customer gender, basket detail, basket, checkout detail, and courier, payment method, and checkout. Next, here's a simple query for database. In here, we created the database for Tokoten, and then we created the schema for customer and seller. Next, here we created a table for the sellers. We have the account ID in the table and the address ID. And then we've also added the shop registration date, which will be constrained on the date that he registered. And then we've also inserted into his account, into the seller's account, the account ID and the address ID. Next. And here we created a table for the seller account. In the table, there are variables account ID, store name, email, and password. And we've constrained the account ID as the primary key. And here we've inserted into the seller account the values for the accounts for the table. And then here will be the result. Next. Here we created a procedure for the sellers to log in. First, we created the field for email, password, and account ID. And then we created a case for when email and password is exactly the same as the email and password from the seller's account. And when executed, he will be able to log in. But when he failed to, when his account or password, his email or password is incorrect, it will display your email or password is incorrect. And here's the result. You have successfully logged into Tokoten. Next. Here we created a table for the seller's address. For the address, there are address ID, and then the address, the zip code, the phone number, the city, the ward, and the district he lives in. We've constrained the address ID as the primary key, and then we've also constrained the phone number to check. And then here's the values for the seller address table. And we've created a trigger for the sellers. After insert, the system will print out, "Thank you for filling your store address." And here's the query result. Next, we've created a view of the seller's detail, such as store name, email, password, address, zip code, phone number, city, ward, districts, and the shop registration date for when he registered. And then we've joined with inner join, seller account and seller address. And here's the result. Next. Now we've created a table for seller products. We've created the fields for product ID, product name, quantities for the products he has, the product rating, and the price of the product. And then we've constrained the product ID as the primary key. Here's the values for the seller products for the fields. And here will be the result. And next, we have created a table for the seller's category. Seller's category is basically the category for the products he sells. So there's the category ID and the category name. And then we've constrained category ID as the primary key. Here are the values. Here are the values. We have foods, electronic, and fashion.
We created table with name seller.product detail with some field like ID, category underscore ID, product underscore ID, account underscore ID. And then we have some constraint like primary key constraint set to ID, foreign key constraint set to category underscore ID, reference to seller.category, category underscore ID, foreign key constraint to set to product underscore ID, reference to seller.product, product underscore ID, foreign key constraint set to account underscore ID, reference to seller.account, account underscore ID. After create a table, we insert into seller.product detail with some values, and then SSMS will display seller.product detail. We create view with name seller.product detail. This view for purpose inner join, combine other table, and then display them seller.products, seller.category, and then seller.account. And SSMS will display seller.product detail. We create a table with table customer.register with some field ID, address underscore ID, account underscore ID, gender underscore ID, with some constraint like default constraint to customer underscore registration underscore date, primary key constraint to ID, foreign key constraint to address underscore ID, reference to customer dot address underscore ID, foreign key constraint to gender underscore ID, reference to customer dot gender underscore ID. After create the table, we insert into customer dot register with some values. We create the table with name customer.gender with two fields, name, gender underscore ID, and gender. And then we set primary key constraint to gender underscore ID. After create a table, we insert to customer.gender with some values. We create a table customer.account with some name fields like account underscore ID, full underscore name, date underscore of underscore birth, email, password, and set primary key constraint to account underscore ID. After create a table, we insert into customer.account with some values. If insert into customer.account successfully, a trigger will display thanks for signing up, welcome to Toko 10, and then SMS will display customer.account. We create procedure with name customer.login for check login for customers. Procedure has 3 parameters: add email, add password, and add account underscore ID. And then if add email equals to email field and password equals to password, if true, SMS will display you have successfully logged into Toko 10. If false, your email or password incorrect. We create a table customer.address with some name field like address underscore ID, address, zip underscore code, phone underscore number, city, ward, and districts. And we set some constraint like primary key constraint to address underscore ID, check constraint to phone number with operator logical like and wildcard character. After create a table, we insert into customer.address with some values, and then if insert into successfully, trigger will display thanks you're filling your store, and SMS will display customer.address. We created a view with name customer.detail with some fields will display in SMS. In this view, we have inner join, 3 table, customer.account, customer.gender, and then customer.address. And then SMS will display customer.detail. We created a procedure with customer.search product. For search product, we have a parameter with name at product name, and this select statement select all from seller.product where product underscore name, and then like operator logical, and then wildcard character concatenation and product at product underscore name, which is a parameter. And if true, create procedure customer set product will display product underscore name contain secret.
Okay, next is this is the table of customer basket detail. We have field of ID, account ID, product ID, and then we set the constraint primary key, customer basket detail, and then the constraint foreign key, customer account, or customer basket detail, foreign key, account ID, reference from the customer account, and then constraint foreign key seller product underscore customer basket detail, foreign key product ID, reference from the seller dot product. Then we have the insert into customer basket detail with the value, and then we have the trigger customer insert product to basket on customer basket detail after insert as begin if the procedure was successfully it will print successfully insert product to basket. Select from the customer basket details. Next, this is the table of customer basket. We have the field of ID, checkout notes, quantities, and we have constraint, foreign key, customer basket detail, underscore customer basket foreign key ID, reference from the customer basket ID. Constraint unique ID, constraint default, underscore quantities, default one for quantities. And then we insert into customer basket value, and the SMSS will execute from customer basket. Then we have the create of view customer basket detail, and we select the customer account, full name, the seller product name, the product price, the customer basket quantities, and the checkout notes from customer basket detail. Inner join customer account on the customer account ID equal customer basket detail account ID. Inner join seller product on seller product ID equal to customer basket detail product ID. Inner join customer basket on customer basket ID equal to customer basket detail ID. It will select from the customer basket detail. The next one is the table of the courier. We have the field of the courier ID and the courier. We set the constraint primary key, courier primary key. And this is the insert into of the customer courier values. Next one is the table of the payment method. The payment method, it will have a payment method ID and a method. And the constraint is primary key, payment method, primary key. And then we have the insert into customer payment method values. This is the values. Next is the table of customer checkout. We have the checkout ID, checkout date, total price. And we set the constraint primary key, customer payment method, primary key. And then we set constraint foreign key, customer account, underscore customer account, foreign key. It reference to the customer dot account. Alter procedure, customer total price checkout. It will have ID, product ID, checkout ID. As begin, we'll declare the total price, and quantities. We select the quantities equal to quantities from the customer basket where the ID is at ID. So select at price equal to price from the seller product where the product ID equals to add product underscore ID. Total price equal to price times quantities. And we insert to the customer checkout the values, checkout ID, and total price. We set update to the seller product and set quantities equal to quantities minus quantities where the product ID equals to product ID. And then we accept the customer total price checkout from the customer checkout. This is the customer checkout detail table. We have the field of ID, checkout ID, courier ID, payment method, and then we set constraint primary key, customer checkout detail, and then constraint foreign key, customer account underscore customer checkout detail, foreign key, reference to the customer checkout ID. Then constraint foreign key, customer courier underscore customer checkout detail, foreign key reference to the customer dot courier. Last one, constraint foreign key, customer payment method underscore customer checkout detail, foreign key reference to the customer payment method. Then we have the insert into customer checkout detail. The field is checkout ID, courier ID, and payment method. The values is in there. And then we have the create trigger to the customer process checkout and customer checkout detail after insert as. If the procedure run correctly, it will print you already have some product in basket. Then we have the customer checkout detail. We have the select from the account full name, checkout total price, checkout date, customer payment method, customer courier. From the customer checkout detail, inner join customer account on customer account ID equals to the customer checkout detail checkout ID. Inner join customer dot checkout on customer checkout ID equals to the customer checkout detail checkout ID. Inner join customer payment method on customer payment method ID equals to the customer checkout detail payment method ID. Inner join customer courier on customer courier ID equals to customer checkout detail courier ID, and we select it from the customer checkout detail. This is the procedure of the customer payment confirmation. We have the field of paid product. The code will run begin and print if you paid your products, and then it will print choose Y or N. If the user choose Y, it will print your order is being processed. And if else, if the user choose no, if the user choose no, it will print please pay your product. And then the SMS will accept the customer payment confirmation.
And that's all from our presentation today. Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.